My nights became so complicated. Can't recall my mornings, everything is fading. Maybe this is karma, definition of jading. This stays on my mind, this stays on my mind. Trying to put a mother on my crazy feelings. One minute I'm cold and then the next I'm tripping. No, with somebody new, I swear she don't deserve it. Oh, it's still on my mind.
Guys, our membership is now open. Come check it out and join us. See you there.
7 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. I finally got me a cord to my computer. You guys know that I am out of town. I have been out of town for since the 8th of August. I am in Georgia. I now live in Arkansas, as you guys know. So I hadn't been able to do any lives. So thank you guys for working with me and supporting my content, my videos, and the likes of things. Please forgive the noise in the background. I actually turned the air off to do this live. I'm staying in the RV right now. You can hear the AC unit, but what you're actually hearing now is crazy rain. It just, soon as I went live, started raining cats and dogs. Hopefully it'll stop soon. Hey Karen, hey Shonda, welcome to the live. Hey Bush Watchers, welcome to the live. Y'all see what we talking about, Miss Livy Poo. And y'all know I don't really get over there often. But honey, we're gonna have to talk about this thing, because baby, that was a mess. What you said, Shonda? Not Anton Daniels calling Liv to the front of the congregation. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've seen at least 2 content creators talk about this live. And everybody has their own perception. That's why most of you guys watch more than one content creator talking about, maybe some similar people, the same people, even sometimes, to get their perspective. I got a mixed perspective of this situation. We're gonna jump on into it, but I really have a mixed perception of it. I don't dislike Anton. I know that he's doing his thing. He almost got 1 million subs. Shoot, uh, he's inspiring. He got it out the mud, as they say, building his platform 1 sub at a time, just like most of us have done or will have to do. I'm definitely nowhere near where he is. But it's a few things that he did that I just didn't like. And let me be clear, before we get into this deep, let me be 100% clear. This is not 100% about Liv per se, if that makes sense. It's about her and the reaction that he did, but not about her. Also, I don't think, as much as we talk about these folks, I don't think people really get the gist. When we say storyline, we say those statements for a reason. We use that particular wording for a reason. And I don't think, I mean, people calling her ass out, and that's what she deserved, but I really feel like people not really getting it the way they need to get it. Hey, Mama Bear, you say, hey, just me. Did you see she got her nails done yesterday? Baby, she finna bust out with a whole new look on y'all in a minute. Probably gonna color her hair and everything. Baby, Liv doing what Liv doing. And I'm gonna be honest, she probably did not see this going the way that it went. But even before Antonio, her ass was getting views out the wazoo. Now, only time is gonna tell if those are real views or if she's on some fugazi. Because if those are manufactured views, she is definitely not gonna have no nice check. Here, she might lose a channel. But she's definitely monetized. I don't care who damn name it's in, all them semantics at the end of the day does not matter. As long as the money hits her pockets, it's gonna hit her pockets. I feel like that she is on some Ileana Brown bullshit, that she was looking for a way to come up. And so that's what she's trying to do, is come up. She don't care what nobody got to say. She don't care who talks about her, although she has an opinion. We're gonna look at a little bit of a video that she did to answer this as well. She was excited at first, but I don't know, y'all. When I looked at, the video that he did and his reaction and all the things, I was just like, he putting a little extra bass in his damn voice, ain't he? Yeah, he made me think he kind of got it, got a hard one on for little Miss Livy Pooh. So we're gonna jump over here real quick. Go ahead and get this conversation started. And let me make sure I got my little shit on now. I had to make sure I had my overlay. I haven't used this computer in a while, so if I make some mistakes, y'all charge it to my head and not my heart. I work hard to try to give y'all a good show. Here we go. Mr. Anton Daniels saying, just got pregnant again, but I'm homeless. Single mother of 6 is living out of her car. I got some things I want to say about his entire reaction, but I'll save it. Let's jump into the reaction.
Pregnant with my 6th child. This is gonna be my 4th baby daddy. Yes, it's true. Yes, I am homeless. I'm homeless. I'm living out of my car. I'm living out of hotels. I'm living from pillar to post, okay? I have no job. Yes, I have no job, okay? We listen and we don't judge. I have no job. I'm 35 years old, living out of my car, pregnant, not with the baby daddy, by myself. Could life get any worse? Possibly. I mean, I could step out tomorrow and get hit by a car. And then we're in the hospital. Shit, that would not be good. So the next time somebody comes to my comments asking me questions, refer back to this video. Yes, I know I'm old as okay? Got a hell of a lot of kids. I'm homeless. And I'm broke. But guess what? I'm still alive and I'm living and I'm grateful and I can see and I can hear.
Let's be honest. First of all, I don't believe that she is homeless and broke. I think she's doing the Ileana, which is Ileana for about a month was in her mother's backyard. And in her mother's backyard, she basically acted as if she was living in her car. She gained about 50,000 followers, like in a very short period of time. She made a lot of money in a very short period of time. Now, somehow she ended up getting busted. My understanding is I wasn't watching her when she first started, but she ended up getting pregnant with a little boy shortly after getting busted. And some people stuck around. And then, every time you see Ileana, it was just one situation after another. Until one day she was just gone. I believe that's what Liv is doing, the Ileana. Now, I I get that this guy is Antonio. He is a Republican. He does not have a what do they call it, liberal sensibility. Um, that he is well established in all the things. I get that, but I don't like how he handled her. And let me be clear, I am not speaking up or taking up for Liv, because how he feels about her and her situation is true. Now, her situation I don't feel is true, but how he feels about her situation I feel is true. Now, one of the criticisms that I have about him is the fact that he didn't do his homework. What kind of doggone reaction are you doing, sir, when you don't even take the time to do a little recon, to know the subject? He talked about her. He said something about her being from LA. I know that she lived in LA for a period of time. I know that she has a tattoo that says LA. I've never noticed him pay that close of attention to a woman before when he was doing a reaction. I thought that was interesting. Made me think he liking on old Livy poop. What y'all think?
And I can smell and I can enjoy my babies. And I'm living and I'm healthy. I have my health. So yes, it's hard. My life's a mess. But the great thing about being at the bottom is the only way up. The only way is up, huh?
When you look at
Liv does not look like a person who is stressed out, distraught, none of the things. Liv look like Liv is living it up. And I know she's still not, even though she may not be where we thought that she was. But yeah, little mama looked like she's living it up. I believe that she decided to try to go on this little storyline because she wanted to get her some quick money. And maybe she connected with her roommate and they was like, we finna do this. And I think she's probably outside of the roommate's house. Now, depending on how much money she got, I do think that she went and got a hotel room. I do. They seem real, and they seem to be declining every day. The people losing interest. Yeah. Well, the thing about it is, Mama Bear, is that Liv is not one who always gets views like that. So it's not that they're necessarily the. I can transfer. Oh, sorry about that. Let me put my phone down. I had hit the phone. Liv might get 10,000 views on a video on average. So this is a viral moment for her. Whether she hits millions, don't even matter. She's hit about 500,000 um so far. So I mean, the girl ain't doing bad. She gonna have a nice check next month. And although she's not gonna be able to maintain this, if she maintains decent views and come out with some better content, I mean, she's got a little crew of people. I think she call them loyalty game. They be following this girl. I don't know what the hype is, but they follow her. I believe these are real views. She's unblocking people, including me, child. Nah. Because she know what it take to get people over there. I done already started commenting over there again. You know what, and I ain't mad at it. I am not. Anton ain't thinking about Liv like that, in my opinion. He is a millionaire, happily married with a daughter. Hold on. I can't see the bottom part. With a daughter and a newly built home. I was really being sarcastic, Shonda, but at the same time, I was making a point. He put a little extra into this. He had a little vitriol for Lil Mama. Like he just, I don't know. It was something about the way he did this reaction than what he usually does that was off-putting, and that's what I meant. I don't think that he's digging for somebody like Liv, but I've never seen him be so grotesquely insulting, and I just thought that was interesting of him.
at her tattoos, that's the main thing that I started focusing on after the shock and awe of the whole story. Because, sometimes I just be trying to figure out how people could even find themselves in a situation this deep, this dark. Like even just me by myself, sometimes at portions of my life, I was just trying to make sense of how I got here and what the hell was going on. And it was just, man, it's hard or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But eventually you pull yourself out. And it's difficult pulling yourself out when you by yourself or when you just have, you got a small daughter and you got a wife and it's just y'all three and you trying to hustle up and get to it, right? But when you start to think about this type of stuff, and again, Tattoo said that she was from Los Angeles on her arm over there.
The tattoo says LA. I don't think it says from LA. And like I said, the fact that he paid that much attention. Now, I'll be honest, the way that she's presenting herself in this video, like, yeah, yeah, I got 4 kids. I got this. It probably makes people feel a ways, especially taxpayers who are tired of feeling like they're taking care of people who are acting entitled. And, but Liv is playing her part. I'm just going to keep it real. Liv is playing her part and getting what she wants to get over there. And I mean, that's what these girls do. What can you say? Let's see. What did you say, Teresa? I had a time the other day and she has gotten over $1,000, and that was a couple of days ago. And I can only imagine where she is now. It's something about those folks in Livy Poo. I'm going to say one thing, and I stand behind this wholeheartedly. Liv has light girl privilege. She does. She has light girl privilege. And I'm not saying it in a racial, light period. And it's working for her. This situation is working for her. Her storyline is working. This new subset of, I'm gonna say, struggle tube or poverty tube. I mean, that's what we most of the time are reacting to. Our whole subset at this point of reactions is about people like her who get out here. They got all these kids. They got at least 2 to 3 baby daddies. They have no relationships with these fathers. They just out there randomly hooking up, making kids, and then don't even have the wherewithal or the tenacity or the responsibility and accountability to take care of the kids that they making. They're just out here. And that's crazy. We're talking about this situation with Liv, her being on Anton Daniels' channel.
And this is why our culture and why Trump has to come in and say, all right, listen, if y'all don't continue to try to do something for yourself, and if you're not going to take responsibility, we can't keep just continuing to feed this monster, this demon, because it's a lot of people like her, both black and white, that use welfare, government assistance, keep getting pregnant. She says listen, y'all, she's pregnant again. I don't even remember exactly how many children that she had. I think she had 6 kids with 4 different fathers, and she's pregnant again, and she's homeless trying to figure it out, but life can't get no worse. But that's not stopping you from opening your legs.
Now, that does sound awful, and it is stupid. I don't understand how she even worried about some sex and she can't feed her damn kids. Like, that shit don't make no sense to me. Yeah, that's some dumb shit. I mean, it really is. um I could see if she's in between jobs, or I could see if she was in a situation where YouTube has been paying her bills for so long and then all of a sudden her income dropped. Although those who rely on any type of income should also have a savings and emergency plan. And if you're not making enough money for those things, you definitely should not be increasing your debt threshold. And that's just that on that. So that's where the problem comes in. Having kids that you can't feed on your own. The ringleader of this poverty tube is Skyron. But she ain't far behind, not because she's got to be, because one thing that Liv usually has is a circle of support when it comes to her family. It's interesting how she is leaving her mom out, how she's leaving her sister out, and things of that nature. But I want to criticize Mr. Daniels because why don't you know more about the story? You would know, number one, that she ain't been in California since California been in her. Number two, she don't even have all of her kids. And then number three, now the baby daddy thing, he hit that on the head. But the other part that and then what does her that's the other point I was trying to make. What does her tattoos have to do with her disposition and the fact that she's dumb as fuck?
You know what I'm saying? Like, how are poor people having sex? That is my
With a
number one
penises
question
and vagina.
a lot of times. Like,
Let
how
me
do
go.
you have sex as a poor person?
I'm sure when he was poor, he may not have been doing it all the time, but he was doing it, especially if he was in a relationship. I mean, that's a dumb thing to say. Not that he's wrong, because one thing you should not be doing, poor or with money, is increasing your debt ratio and the amount of kids that you have to feed, especially if you love the ones you already got.
Now, I get it. Poor people have the majority of the children, and I'm not saying it in a derogatory way. I'm saying it to be a fact. They have the majority of the children because they're not doing anything useful. They're not being productive citizens. They're not going out here building stuff. They're not trying to find a job. They're not adding value into the community, but they always find some money, and they always tell you that they want to tax you more in order to give them more resources. Thank.
Well, I don't pay attention to politics, and I dislike how he uses a political stance to justify the things that he do and say when it comes to these reactions. Politics has nothing to do with Liv, because Liv don't know shit about politics. She barely knows shit about uh, maintaining the house and paying bills. Because let's be honest, I ain't seen Liv maintain a house for a year, no damn where. Now, did she get kicked out? Probably not. She just moving from one place to another. But her lack of ability to maintain a household is just another level of irresponsibility that she shows when it comes to being a person. That's what is consistent with poverty. People who are impoverished a lot of times show poor ethics, poor morals, poor values. They may be lazy. Sometimes they're just opportunists looking for an easy way to get through a situation, and they don't mind doing a little struggling while they try to come up. Now, if Liv can find an angle, she gonna damn work it, and that just that on that. Yeah, y'all, please hit that like button for me if you haven't already. Hey, Mimi. Teresa, did I speak to you? I know I spoke to you, Shonda. Hey, Shanae, I know I didn't speak to you. Sorry about that, love. Let's make sure I didn't miss nobody else. If I missed anybody else, hey, girl, hey. Karen, you say Liv is playing a dangerous game. A lot of people send her money feeling sorry for her, but when the truth comes out, what then? Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Liv is one way or another, she's lying. She either lying about her homeless situation or lying about some facet of this, or it's just a whole storyline, period. Right? Okay. That's true. But we learned this from Jasmine. When people feel sorry for them and people start opening up their pocketbooks, um, it's not. It is about being in a bad situation, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a homeless situation. We've seen, even remember we talked about Dirty Foot Denise. She would go make these piss poor stories up, get money, and a lot of times she wouldn't even use the money for what it was intended for, but they would still back her again. Now I don't know that that's still the situation, but a lot of times they just invest themselves in these women's lives. That's where the storylines come in. And so they would have gave her money whether she said homeless or her car was broke. It just was a boohoo situation. Now, one thing I will say, Liv is working that homeless and pregnant mom of two. Those words is what's getting her the views. And that was before Mr. Daniels.
God, Trump is in office. They always want to tax you more and give you more resources or take more resources so they can give it to them because they can't find nowhere to live. We got to make sure that we take care of the people that are the least amongst us. Well, at what point do we?
This is my question on that part. I mean, y'all know I moved in November of last year. When I moved into my place, my rent was less than $900. When I moved out of my place, my rent had almost doubled. Now we did have C-19. I guess people felt that they lost money, so they had to get money. All of those free giveaways of those stimulus checks, they do affect the economy. That money got to be made back in some aspect. So it's either going to be taxes, cost of living. Like people got to get their money, right? So yeah, things are going to go up. That's the natural order of things. We expect our income to go up just like we expect our expenses to go up. But we damn sure didn't expect that. We didn't expect it to happen the way that it did. So the reason people need to find a place to live, Mr. Anton, is because rent is fucking ridiculous. Now, mind y'all, I said that my rent doubled. I ain't say shit about my income. My income didn't even go up 25% over all that time. Even with that 8% cost of living increase that the military uh, uh, funding got, we still haven't hit a 25% increase from then to now on income, yet our expensive have went up almost 70%. That's why people can't make ends meet. Now you are in a situation of overflow, Mr. Daniels. So with that being the case, you make a whole lot more than your cost of living. Now you did it the smart way. You got one kid, not a bunch of kids. You don't have no bunch of baby mamas that you got picking on your pocketbook. I mean, so I'm not sitting here acting like I'm taking up for Liv because I damn sure ain't. But he just has this, oh my god, this person, and he really did live as he drug her ass. He drug her ass. I ain't even gonna front.
We also want to make sure that the people that are least amongst us not using this as a perpetual crutch as an enabler. At what point do we not become enablers anymore?
He did
Because honestly, bro, like this is not rocket science. This is not hard. We don't have to try to figure this out. Let me just I gotta rewind it because I need to know exactly how many children that she had and how many guys did she have them with,
I ain't
and
never seen him do
and
that.
um
The replay, I ain't never seen him do this.
Introducing the second-generation Blink Video Doorbell, designed to give you complete peace of mind no matter where you are. With a battery life...
So yes, I am pregnant. Pregnant with my sixth child. This is gonna be my fourth baby daddy. Yes, yes.
I do not believe that girl is pregnant. I do not.
mm, mm. A girl told me the other day, that every person, every woman deserves a good man. Every one of them deserve a good man. Now, I would challenge you on that. All right. I have to challenge you on that because
And I think that's fucked up. Why don't? Whew, let me. I need to really think about that. We're speaking generally here for a hot moment. We're not speaking Olivia, but every woman deserves a good man. Is what he is challenging, that the likes of an Olivia does not deserve a good man. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Do you guys feel that he is correct because Olivia's out here on this bullshit, that she does not deserve a good man, or a woman like her, or Skyron, or My Jazzy Life, that these women don't deserve good men because they are young women who have allowed themselves to make all these babies with all these people? Let's look at Wineglass. Wineglass got 4 kids by the same dude. Now he ain't no good man in our eyes, but she does. She don't have a bunch of baby daddies, but she still got 4 kids, and I believe she actually terminated 1 or 2. So with these things being the case, do y'all agree? For her to be lying and being homeless is not okay. No, it's not. She has people sending her money off of a lie. This is probably true, and that's not okay to me. It is not. Be honest and let people decide if they want to help. Yes, she is taking their choice from them by lying. She could have easily told the truth, and it was expected for her to do so. So it's definitely not okay. I don't disagree with that, but I still feel that Liv is not as homeless. And if she is homeless, I feel Liv is homeless by her own choice. That if she chose to go back where mom is and sis is, that she could stay there. But she would have to follow her sister's rules. She would have to respect the house and the household. And maybe, she done came back down here to Florida and she wasn't easily able to jump in her own place. And like a manipulator does, she found a way to manipulate. I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm saying it's true, because this man is doing a whole reaction to a woman based on what she said in a few second video. He did no fact checking, no nothing, but we're supposed to respect his opinion, and because he has money, what he says is right. No ma'am, I'm not with that. A lot of people says that they have caught her in a lie, but I ain't gonna I'm gonna keep it real. I don't pay her that much of damn attention. Just like him and her about this tattoo, I just don't. To be pregnant with another fatherless child is insane. Yes. Now let's speak on something that Anton said. Anton said that thank God Trump is in office because Trump will stop feeding the monsters, what he said. And basically, they need to make women, um, what's the word? Basically, they need to make them own up to their part in it all. Now, I don't disagree that women need to own up to their part. I don't think it's cool to just be out here laying up, having casual sex with somebody, making babies that your ass can't feed. Making babies on the premise of, they got it, I'm gonna get food stamps, I'll be all right. Now Liv don't get housing, not right now, for what we know. We don't know, but I'm assuming she gets food stamps. I would be surprised if she did it. Hey, Passion Lisa. um and I don't know anything else she's getting. Now, is light skin over there helping her with AJ? Probably not. He should be. We know he got a job. He always in the car going to the bank with Miss Donna. So if Trump want to do something, why don't you get more aggressive on these fathers? Why don't you not allow these women to get the even food stamps until they give you address, location, and all with the father of these kids they keep having? All of this going and making a baby and I don't know where the daddy is should not be okay. If you stop that shit, you'll cut the damn deficit of whatever they're paying out in social services in half. Because these girls can't go have babies and get help for them. Shit. Hell, if they want to do a bigger one, put their asses on child support.
I'm trying to figure out, should a man come into this woman's life? And I get it. She got the tattoos. She got all of the makings of a fun time. She had all the makings, all red flags of a fun time.
I've
You know, go out.
I've never seen him go in and talk about a woman like that. I thought that was interesting. But he's not wrong. I mean, she does got the fun time look. I'm here for a fun time, not a long time and not a real time. She does have that look. And when she allegedly went out and got pregnant with the little girl, that's how she did it. She went out and had casual sex with somebody in a hotel, and that was that on that. So let's say she is pregnant, just for the sake of this conversation. That meant she again went out and did the same thing, had casual sex with somebody that she had no relationship with, probably didn't even have a man damn last name or phone number. That should not be something that our social services can support. If you can't give us a daddy with an address and we can look his ass up in the system with a driver's license, baby, we can't give you no services for this baby. Now that's what they ass need to do.
Out, looking to get 6 doggy bags to take back. Who's watching all of these children while she's getting pregnant?
Not doggy bags though. Let me see what y'all saying. She was back talking about being with Joey yesterday. All of her supporters are 600 hallway slow. And the thing about it, Mimi, it is a bunch of people that support her and her foolishness. There are. And with that being the case, these are people, even if you got 600 people that send her $5, that's a decent amount of money. Not to mention these damn views is viewing. The girl done already hit 500,000, if not all the way, she's close. And that's just on YouTube. She's got let me say, let's take it modestly. Let's say she's got 400,000 views, right? And her CPM, let's say her CPM is $5. That's still a $20,000 check. That's some good ass money right there. And it's very possible that she's gonna see that next month. And that's just being real. So you look at a person that's done basically did kind of what Peach did, and you think she gonna go and be honest, baby, you gonna have to take her all the way to the grave before you get truth out of her. That girl is not pregnant. It's for views and money. Right, Bree? Yeah, exactly. Hey, Cancer. Yes, he did. And I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of disrespectful. That's why I said he acting like he got a hard on for her ass the way he was into her. Like I've never heard him. He talks about these type of stories all the freaking time. I've never heard him insult a woman. It's something about the Liv situation. Now I ain't gonna lie though. She probably aggravated the shit out of him with that the way she was acting. She was acting so matter of fact about it, like it was no big deal. Like really. That's
I have no
Daniel
clue. How do you get a homeless woman pregnant? Who are these people? You know what I'm saying?
with
Honestly, the
a
only thing
man,
that I can think
a
of
random.
is she got to be a fiend. She got to have
I ain't
some.
I've never heard him call anybody out their name, and I thought that wasn't cool. Now, I mean, Liv is a lot of things, and she might be a fiend. Shit, for all we know. But really, motherfucker, you took it there. He ain't had to do that now. Damn, I'm way behind in the chat. I'm 15 minutes. How the hell I'm so behind? Hold on, y'all. She is not only eating out every day, now she's starting to get her little nails done and shit. That's what she's doing with this money. Yeah. But he did bring more traffic to her channel. That is true. But at the same time, she was getting views before his video. And it's just going to increase now that this video is here. So I'm willing to bet money she's gonna take it up a notch. She either gonna try to fake like something else big and emotionally provoking, or thank you, Cancer. Yeah, y'all please hit that like button for me. Or she's gonna turn around and fake like she's, sick and maybe lose the baby, some crazy mess like that. I don't know, just me. Fathers should be held accountable. No, they should be. Because the way he's saying it is like they shouldn't. Since she took herself out there and allowed herself to get pregnant casually, that why should a man step up? That's how I'm taking what he's saying. Men should what you said, Shonda, is what I believe. Fathers should be held accountable. She should be getting money from AJ's daddy. I don't care if it's $200. But she should not be able to go and make a Krylani and then go back to social services and say, I need food stamps and housing for this baby, but I ain't got no daddy to give you to get your money back. That should not be allowed. If they cut that line right there, it will have a marginal effect, I believe, on what people can draw in social services. Just like I saw a video about a woman who they said she had 7 or 8 kids, and she was talking about how she got $3,000 in food stamps at one time. I'm willing to bet you, especially if she's got multiple fathers, she didn't go in there and tell them that she had babies by Mark, Eric, Jonathan, and Alex. She went in there and said, I don't fucking know. That's what that motherfucker did. So
Addiction and be a fiend in order for her to be in this position, because I don't know what y'all doing out here for the dudes that decide that they want to get this chick pregnant. And of course, she got all of the liberal markings. She got the tattoos. She over in Los Angeles, the multicolored glasses, the short colored hair, all of this stuff. And that's not to say that people that got short colored hair or people that got tattoos are all in this position. But what I am saying is that it's much more likely to identify these type of people as a liberal thinking and voting and operating person, instead of a person that is actually doing a thing that is best for them in society and adding to society, adding to the group. But it is, man, it's hard for me.
yeah, that was so prejudicial of him. And that was so profiling of him. She's got the liberal markings of a certain type of individual. Um, there are a lot of people that has a lot of tattoos, and they just people who like tattoos. I mean, let's be real. I just thought that was out of line. And he just called her a drug fiend. Again, we don't know if she is or isn't, so I ain't even gonna say she not. I've just never heard of him come at somebody like that. And I think that's not cool. And then he said that because she is out here making babies with random people, that she doesn't deserve a good man. I think that. I mean, I don't know how to feel about that one. I really don't. What am I doing? Am I going the wrong way? I also believe Liv shouldn't be able to get any government help until she pays her child support. Now, you know what? I can't say I disagree with that. But here's the other side of that. Who decided what she's supposed to pay? Because she, in the last year, has not been making a lot of money. Let me say in the last 3 years. Because Carlani about 2. So, who decided what she was supposed to pay? Because how the hell did she get the $50,000? That's a lot of damn money. And that's what, over 4 years? That's a lot of money, y'all. But I am going to say this. Another thing, if Liv is pregnant, she's only doing it because she feels that being pregnant would stop her somehow from going to jail for the child support, which is still stupid as hell because you still got to feed the damn baby.
Me to fathom, it's like you got to be some type of fiend in some way, shape, or form in order for you to be able to be doing this type of stuff. Because no other person that I can think of, no logical person, is taking on or even attracted to. I know y'all, it's easy for y'all to overlook every single thing that's wrong and red flag. And you know what the worst part about this whole situation is? Let me tell you. There are people in this woman's comments. Let me read some of these comments really quickly. I'm not gonna put it up on the screen. Maybe I will put it up on the screen.
You're not just a homeowner, you're also a disturbingly loud disposal owner. Fortunately, you've got heating and cooling built and tested to keep going. American Standard Heating.
Maybe I will put it up on the screen. I'm gonna throw it up really quickly just for the sake of conversation because I think it's worth talking about. I do. There are people in her comments that are saying stuff like this. Not one of the baby daddies is willing to step up to give you and your children housing is crazy work. What do you mean? What did you think was going to happen? Are y'all confused?
Now, my question is, why has he got that reaction? Why should the fathers also not be held accountable? You got to realize this, for every woman who is out here, a single parent, and the father's not helping, there's a man on the other side of that baby. That baby didn't get here by immaculate conception. So, yes, she should be smarter than putting herself in that position. I'm sorry if the air is affecting the sound, but it got too hot. I had to turn it back on for a little bit. As soon as it cools down a little bit in here, I'll turn it back off because I know it's distracting. But yeah, I needed it. But yeah, both people should be responsible. Quite frankly, if every child had a parent on each side putting something in on that baby, then people would need a lot less help. Kids would be in better situations. If you knew laying down with this girl and having sex without a condom could result in not only just having a baby, because don't nobody care about that, but being made to take care of that child, or maybe even having to get custody of that kid, yeah, you would change your outlook, and you would change how you act about that child. You wouldn't be around here on that BS. And his big pet peeve is these women who have a bunch of kids, a bunch of baby daddies, and rely heavily on social services. It's different if you don't have 5 children and you can feed them all. That is a totally different situation. Now, is it better or worse? It just depends on your situation. But it is better because nobody's taxpayer dollars is having to feed your children. Sky literally told us she had to give her kids raviolis because she had no food stamps. That's some diabolical shit.
Are y'all confused? They do go back and say at some point women like this have to take accountability. Too much of this is becoming normalized on these platforms. To the teens and kids, this is not the future that you want. Let me go back. Let me go through some of these.
Now, this the thing about that. Where's the ones where people were saying that she's a scammer, that she don't have all 6 of her kids? He did no reconnaissance. He has no real information about this girl. She's just the pick of the day for him to sit up there, make his faces, and I ain't gonna say he being judgmental. He's giving his opinion, and he's entitled to do that. But I think that it is fair that if you're gonna sit up here on a platform and talk about somebody, you should ensure that the information and the way that you represent them is as honest and forthcoming as possible. So that's why I would say she don't have 6 kids in her possession. She has 2. You know, pregnant. I'll believe it when I see a stomach. Homeless. I'll believe it when she tells us, because she's in the Tampa Clearwater area. They have if you say you're living in a car, they have this team of police officers that'll come around and check where you park at, making sure that you're safe. If you have kids, they will give you a hotel for 30 days. Like when she come, and it ain't no damn La Quinta Inn. So she gonna have to miss me with that. Now she come into one of them little low budgets, then we could say, oh, she with the homeless program. But right now, this is just the storyline, and I mean that's how I feel until she show us otherwise. But you know what? So then she shouldn't be able to get any help, any stamps, now medical. I would give her medical, but I would make her work for her medical. She would have to work 20 hours a week for the medical, and the other services she shouldn't be eligible for. And with the medical, the only reason she should get that is not getting the medical will cost the taxpayer more money. That child has the right to be healthy because it didn't ask to be here. In Georgia now, if you have a child like Tanea and you are trying to get child support like she is from Keontae, but Tanea's name ain't on the lease, her mama's name is on the lease. In Georgia, after October, I think the 12th, she won't be able to get that child support. And the state considers you unable to care for your kids if you cannot give them a place to stay. Now, let's be clear about something. This girl is saying she's homeless. Liv is saying she's homeless. Legally, I'm going to be honest with y'all, legally she is. Any person that does not have a lease in their name that includes them and their family, they are homeless. That's it legally. So they can become eligible for homeless services. That is how they define you as homeless. You do not have your own home in your own name. That's why Tanea could lose her kids to Keontae, them 2 babies. Georgia ain't with it. Georgia be having some crazy shit, which I really feel, yet again, you're giving the man an out to not pay child support. And then if you take her kids, let's be honest, Tanea might be sorry, but her kids be decent looking, clean. She ain't leaving them home by themselves. So that's definitely a better situation than putting them somewhere, that the father could be going pillar to post too. But they are making sure the father has a place, and then they will take the child and give it to the father. Now, honestly, Karen, that's an interesting concept. If she gets child support in her name and owes arrears, that her money be transferred to the children, her non-custodials that she's not taking care of. That would be fair. Now, the only downside to that is the father of those 3 kids is making $100,000 a year. She's not making even 10,000. I mean, 30,000 a year. It's not helping her kids what she's doing. But if they had a law like Georgia saying, look, if you don't have your own place to stay with these kids, you can't have these kids. We're going to take them and give them to the father, or maybe put them in a group home, which, I mean, burdens the system even more. So I don't even understand why they're doing that, but whatever. I mean, that may help a little bit, but I really believe that if they took a situation and made it to where all of these folks can't just go and get easy food stamps and easy money for these kids. I feel like it would change the game. I feel like it would change uh, the impact that the social services have when it comes to, everybody relying on them for money. If I can't give you a father that you can go get money from, then I also can't use your food stamps and other things because I'm coming to you for help, like you to daddy, but I'm not even giving you the minimal required to help me as the daddy. That shit ain't cool. That's where they need to put their efforts at. But him saying that a father shouldn't step up because the mother is basically a hoe, that's crazy.
Other comments. I'm scheduled for a hysterectomy and tubal litigation. The best decision of my life. I'm so excited. Or you can just choose not to be with. I mean, I'm not tripping about it, or you can choose to be a productive member of society. None of the four men can help. Nah, I will be seeking help from them. Child support or something.
I agree. Now, why he got a problem with that? Because she didn't lay down by herself.
I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. Look, when we are having these conversations, we are scraping the bottom of the barrel. We are scraping the bottom of the barrel when we are having these conversations, y'all.
Now, Liv has put herself out here as the bottom of the barrel. Let's be honest about that. Most of what he said is not wrong. I just hate that he went and called her out her name. And I hate that he didn't have the integrity on his channel to the point that he knew some facts about her. He knows nothing about her, but he brought her on here to basically call her a good time, which is a 304, and call her a damn drug fiend. Come on, dude. But you don't even know that she don't have custody of all those kids. Because really, by him shaking his head, because in these comments, Gerard's name was brought up. So people probably looking at him sideways thinking he a deadbeat and he done went to with the court to get his damn babies. Yeah, I believe that too, Mama Bear. That's true. That's true, Shonda. And I wouldn't be against if you owe and you can pay and don't. She is not disabled or handicapped. There's no reason she cannot get a job. So you don't want to go to court. I mean, go to work. Then let's get you some people like that. They can also. I would start giving them community service to pay off their child support. 10 hours a week just for the damn child support. That's fair. That way they can stop hiring government workers to go out here cutting this grass and doing all of this shit. Yeah, legally she's homeless, Ebony Locks. I mean, but that's still because let's be honest, she could have got a van and she could have lived in a van. That's enough room for her in the back. It's not, but it is. It keeps them off of the street. A car, now that's unrealistic. And then they got all that shit in there. Keep a bunch of shit. She may be negligent, but negligence is not a reason to remove kids in the eyes of defects. I'm sorry, but it's not. And think about that. If every mother that was said to be negligent had their kids removed, the system wouldn't be able to take care of them. Hey, Kiki. Kiki. Let's jump back over here.
For y'all to jump in my comments and try to justify some of the thinking of how people
does he do you man, let's be real. Let's be brutally honest here. There are homeless people that go commit crimes that include coital stimulation. I'm just gonna say it like that. I mean, so you cannot sit here and say that she could not have been put in a predicament like that. And even that new law that restricted abortion in some states, that got some people in trouble. And when I mean in trouble, I mean in high risk pregnancies that could not be terminated, which I don't even understand how that could be law. That whole thing was stupid. The fact that you trying to take away a woman's rights. Now, yes, she should have known, to not be unprotected, you know. And sometimes if you need help, as long as it's a means to an end, that's one thing. These people are sitting up here. She is solely trying to get money. Because even the video we finna look at, her talking about filing a police report, she gonna be asking for money there too. This girl has a goal, and that's to live off these people as long as she can do it and get all the views she can. Her next couple of videos are gonna be, they gonna get some bread. Now the thing about it is she ain't completely stupid, because those folks over there, I just seen a video Grit Baby put up. That girl looked like she beyond cracked out. But anyway, that's another story for another day. They put all that work into them videos on TikTok. They'll get 1 million views and make $1,000 to $2,000. That same million views, baby, that's a good 10 G's up to 50 G's, depending on your CPM on YouTube. You a fool to be over there scraping the bottom of the barrel, giving them all of that, all of them views, and ain't making shit. That's crazy.
Never going to tell me or convince me that I need to go out here and even be dating if I'm broke. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. T. Gently, 40% off your first order, 20% off.
This is another thing about him. He strikes me as one of the people who thinks how he thinks. And if you don't think how he thinks, your how you feel about it is not respected. Because you're saying that you're not going to convince me that I should be dating while I'm pregnant. That's you. That's how you feel. Clearly, she don't feel that way. Clearly, the man who saw her as a good time didn't feel that way either. So you have to understand that everybody's not like you. And they can still be Republicans, because he wants to make everything about political stance. And he basically feels that Democrats create people like Liv. No, Liv created Liv. It has nothing to do with a political party. Most people aren't even cognizant of the parties and what they mean for real. Let's be real about that shit too. So, no, you ain't finna sit here and blame a party for the fact that she likes to throw her ass in a circle, for lack of a better thing to say. The money she received, I would have gotten me an apartment. Somebody asked her about that. She said she don't have enough. Those classes wouldn't help Liv because she doesn't think she's a bad parent. You have to be willing to receive information before you can do that. Ebony Locks, you are not rude, love. But hey, boo, I'm doing good. What about you? What about all of y'all? Y'all hit that like for me now. Be sure y'all hitting that like. Hey, Dr. A. That doesn't stop men from dating us. They don't care if they broke. That is true. Because, honey, they'll damn date you, sex you, and bring they one bag of clothes in the trash bag to your house and move in on you. As a matter of fact, that's what a lot of them do. But, I mean, he needs to understand that you have to burn that particular candle from both ends to make it effective when it comes to trying. But you know what? And he's sitting here making such a big deal about food stamps and all this shit. That's not where the bigger parts of the government money goes to. Every year, they're talking about plant research, global warming, and all these other things that we don't even know where that money goes. And they'll hold up a bill over that shit. What was that a couple of years ago when Biden was in office? They got money for, I can't remember what it was for, but whatever it was for, because it was the part of the presidential running that Kamala was responsible for. But a lot of that money, I mean, they'll put it out there for whatever. And I mean, I don't really pay a lot of attention to politics. I don't like Trump because he's an arrogant asshole. I don't know anything about his political stance. I don't know anything about the plight of being a Republican versus a Democrat. I'm a Democrat because my mama was a Democrat and her mama was a Democrat. So that's and yes, I do like the fact that there are services that the Democrats support to help people, but people that need help. I mean, look at me. I don't get stamps. I don't have social services, but I have gotten food stamps before when I need them. They were great to help me take care of my children. But when I didn't need them anymore, I didn't get them anymore. That's what it's supposed to be. You use this bridge to bridge a gap from one situation to the next, and then you move your ass out the way for the next individual. And then your taxpayer money will go and pay back into a system that helped you when you needed it. That's the whole purpose of, I'm sure, the institution of these services. It wasn't just to put people in a situation that they sit on their ass. I mean, let's be honest. Liv don't need classes. She needs medication, untreated mental illness, and darkness. I agree with that. I do. But another thing I don't think people look at is the fact that Liv is a self-centered, narcissistic female, and her goal is to separate people from their money. That's why she coming and asking. Now, should she be on social media asking? Let's look at that situation. Not really. But how many people ask? Let's be perfectly honest. Everybody that's an influencer is asking for money from their followers. Everybody that one way or another is a content creator. Let's be 21 about it. We asking too. We're not asking you to give us your money, but we are asking you to watch our videos, which does what? In turn, becomes a revenue stream. Now, the fact that we're willing to work for it just basically gives us credit as the people that we are. Well, here's the thing about that passion, Lisa. By another woman being on the ballot, it only splits the Democratic vote for the most part, because I'm sure she ran Democrat, or no, she ran independent. All that does is split the vote for people who don't want to vote one way or the other, and it makes these weaker party lose. That's really what independents do. They'll never become an actual person that's actually in office. What was that man who kept running independent? I can't think of his name. I think he should be dead by now, because I know he was a damn fossil back then. But I mean, in my opinion, I'm gonna say that's what that does. Just me look at Kiki's comment. She has a good point. Okay, let me see. Now my doggone thing won't move. Hold on. Kiki, where is it at? I don't see it, boo. I'm all the way back to 19 minutes ago. Let's see. Can you write it again, Kiki? Let me see if I can see it on my phone. Let's see. I can't see it. I've heard of that name, Kiki, the Tommy Sotomayor guy. I don't know a lot about him. Um, so I really can't say a lot about him, but I've heard of that. I've heard that he was a very, I heard that he was very, what's the word? Chauvinistic. I heard that he was very chauvinistic in his views. Oh, okay. So you feel like he was being chauvinistic. Okay, Dr. A. Okay, DD. Let me see. I was trying to see if I could find your initial. Are you meaning the one? Hey, T with Nikki. You mean the one where you said that doesn't stop men from dating us? They don't care if they broke. Yeah, I actually addressed that. Or did I miss something else? Let me know if it was something else I missed, boo. Yeah. And honestly, Passion Lisa, he would have a whole different conversation if he had gotten to the point. I want us to do reaction on that one, Kiki. I'm gonna go try to find that video because I heard he was really disrespectful to her. And honestly, you could like just like with this one, he could have said everything he had to say to that girl or about that girl. He didn't have to. He didn't have to be. He didn't have to be disrespectful to her to do that. Like he could have said what he had to say without being disrespectful. I don't know, but I heard that the video of him talking about her was still up somewhere. I heard of him when I very first started coming on here. They kicked him off, but I thought he did have one under another name. Oh, I just want to see that particular one. Yeah, there are so many people that ask for money. I just seen a video that the lady that they call Big Mama on TikTok, she was talking about, because I remember Mimi telling me that she's asked for money before, which I never really responded to it because I didn't know. I've never seen her ask for money, but I did. When her house flooded and it messed up her house, I remember her asking for money then. And I saw a video she did today talking about that, and she said her supporters gave her money and they took that money and she bought a house with it. And then once she bought that house, her supporters was like, you need to try to get another house. I don't know what was wrong with the first house she got, but they actually raised money to help her accomplish this goal. So now she has several investment homes. She is a person who took her situation and took her money and made it into something. Now, let's talk about her situation. She's got, 6 kids, 5 or 6 kids. I know she at least got 2 baby daddies because I know she said 3 of her kids is by a married man who ended up dying. But she was left at a young age without parents, and she was just in a bad situation. So I'm not justifying her being out there like that, but my point is people do things for a lot of different reasons. This right here with this girl is all about money. She on a money grab. And this just happened to be working out for her. But if she don't do right by that money that these people are giving her, or if she is using false pretenses, whether she want to believe it or not, baby, that shit gonna go right through her hands.
What did she do? What did you do? What happened?
I really want to see that one too deep.
Kalani just screamed.
Well, she ain't been doing bad.
What?
talking about
Wow, that's called a Jeep.
Olivia.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy, David!
A city bus.
Is that if we can go on the city bus?
No, we're not going on the city bus, baby.
Why?
Cause, baby, we have a car. Him and his like infatuation with buses.
Mommy, who are you talking to?
Nobody.
No, you're talking to
I'm talking to the live. What is that? An ambulance.
And y'all know kids do that. I've been here with my friend.
Get him, Anton.
Start talking about some air.
All you weird ass motherfuckers who like to make videos about me, fuck all y'all. Honestly, truly.
She talking about us, y'all.
And that's just that on that. I try to be nice to you motherfuckers, but I can't be nice. I can't be nice to nobody. Kyla.
Now this damn loose skin, jello belly, patchwork looking hoe gonna say she trying to be nice to us. Like we need her for something. Bitch, you need us. We don't need you. So that's that on that. So fuck you too. How about that? Okay, let's move on. This girl got the right one, baby.
Lonnie, stop screaming.
I might not have
Can't be nice to nobody. I can't be nice to nobody because nobody's nice to me. So, okay, cool. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Kailani, stop screaming at your brother, please. Stop. Have you looked for an apartment yet? Yeah, I have, but I don't have the money yet. So, yep.
Yes.
Hopefully my phone doesn't shut off. I have the air on it. Oh, you know why? Let me take this off. That overheats my phone. Oh, so it's up more? Is that what it is? Oh no, the other one's down. Okay. Mommy's about to get you guys a big ice water, okay?
Right, passionately. So she gonna pull at least 20,000. And that is on the modest side. That's her view. I mean, and what we ain't even right at the 15th. She got a whole 15 more days to go. She's already over 400,000.
Hi, okay, so let me get situated. Hi. Stop screaming, Kailani. Stop, baby. Stop screaming. Stop screaming. Look, it's the bum of YouTube. The cokeheadine.
Man got her out
Ooh,
here.
you got me there. Look, it's the mad ugly bitch who stays mad at the pretty bitch. Hi, babe. Welcome back. You females kill me. Like, what do they think they're doing? Y'all think you're moving something? Like calling me everything under the sun? I don't care. I already said this already. You look amazing. Thank you, baby. People are so mean. They are. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. Horrible, horrible demons of the world. But it's okay. I'm finna go. Look, let me tell you guys something. There's this chick on here, another bitch who's been in my comments, a fucking fan. She's obsessed. And she reported me to CPS. And she recorded, this was a while back. And see, this is the problem with some of you females. I'm gonna try my best not to cuss. You females are scared of the wrong one. Y'all be scared of bitches with contacts and y'all be scared of bitches with contacts and synthetic wigs. I'm the bitch to be scared of. I actually shake something up. I move shit, as you guys can see. A bitch got locked up behind me. So listen, this bitch committed a crime by falsely reporting me to CPS. This is how stupid you are. You falsely reported me to CPS. Cool. I got all the proof. I screen recorded her video. She makes videos on me, all the mommies in this sector. She's well, not really all the mommies, really just us three, because she's fucking obsessed. And of course, she came through the retarded side of things, Dusty Duke side of things. Of course, she broke through it that way. Anyway, listen. You falsely reported me to CPS. You recorded the conversation. I recorded it. I gave it to Texas CPS. I gave it to Florida CPS. If you guys wonder why I don't have CPS problems here, it's because when I first got to Florida, I gave them that recorded video of somebody live actively harassing me and admitting to making false claims and saying that she's a mandated reporter. Bitch, everyone's a mandated reporter, okay? That doesn't mean you can make false claims. Anyway, that's actually a crime. Anyway, so I have that. I reported that to the cops at the time. The cops were involved, everything. They said, at this time, there's not much we can do about it. But if that lady keeps making false reports, harassing you, threatening your livelihood, any sort of that, then if I keep reporting it, because it's a paper trail, you have to have a paper trail on these people. Let me tell you guys how it's done. If I keep reporting it, which I'm going to report this last video that she just did, because she admitted to having my social security number and falsely reporting me to some more people. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Report me to the United States of America, bitch. Report me to President Donald Trump, how I don't give a who you report me to, bitch. You ain't shaking shit. Let me say that again. You ain't shaking a goddamn thing, honey. You wanted that? Yes. The fuck? You thought you were shaking shit back then when you were calling my probation officer? Girl, I'm still here. Riding around.
Let's forward. Let's go forward a little bit.
So, I'm gonna go make another police report. That's all I'm doing. Y'all keep pressing it and pressing it and pressing it that I'm doing something that I'm not doing. I'm scamming people. I'm frauding the government. I'm da 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 da. No, I'm not doing any of those things. I'm not paying my child support because I don't have money. I don't have money to pay my child support. So
I will say this in reference to Liv. Olivia is manipulative to her benefit. Olivia is a person who knows how to work a system to her benefit. Now, she ain't very smart, but she's smart enough. And it has worked for her thus far. And with that being the case, that's how she was able to, she'll say just enough to push people to the edge, but she don't ever go to the edge. That's why Jasmine was stupid to play games with her. Jasmine is about a show, and Olivia is about a game. They weren't even in the same arena.
If I don't have money, you guys want me to what? Literally pay in blood? I have some blood I can give, but other than that, I don't have any money. So I'm not doing anything other than that. So I don't care. I'm not like sitting here like upset because I'm gonna get in trouble with the law. No, bitch, never that. I don't carry myself like that. I don't carry on like that. I don't put myself in situations to get fucked over. So with that being said, you do. So I'm gonna get you. We're gonna play tag. I'm gonna tag you back, bitch. Like I said, you over there scared of a bitch in color contacts and a synthetic wig when, bitch, I'm the one you need to be scared of. I've been clocking your shit ever since you've been fucking with me. Yeah, I have. In silence. So don't trip. I got you, baby. I would delete that video if I were you. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you delete it. Keep it up, babe. I'm not these other people. I'm sorry, I'm not. And I thought I proved that by getting old girl over there locked the fuck up. Yeah, I thought I proved that shit, but I haven't proved it yet? Oh, okay. Well, let me prove it to you. It's all about what you say. All about what you say, baby. It's all about what you say. I thought I proved that already. part of me was always you. And what am I supposed to say when I'm all choked up and you're okay? Oh, I want to hear that song. I'm falling to pieces. I'm about to get out the car right now, babies. Where's your Wawa, Kailani? Oh, it's in her lap. Okay.
Before clean beauty was a thing, we simply called it care.
V as in Victor, 22@gmail.com. I would really appreciate you guys helping me out today. It would really, really help me more than you know. Let's park right here in the shade. Oh! What is the paperwork going to do? Create a paper trail. So when I finally do get the woman's information, I can serve her. So yeah, get her served for harassment and stalking and you know, having my social security number, creating false reports, you know, a whole bunch of stuff, y'all. So.
And let's be honest, filing a false police report is a crime. Why she has, even if she does have the girl's social, what was the need for you to tell it? For you to say it that way means that you may be planning to use it for ill intent.
Stay tuned. Trust me, it takes a minute. I've been through this before, reporting somebody and getting them locked the fuck up. It takes a minute, especially with this situation, because I don't know this bitch's information all the way. I know part of her information, but I don't know it all the way. But it's okay, I'll get it though. There's nothing to get it. That's what I'm saying. You bitches think that you're something coming on the internet messing with people for no reason. I don't think I did anything to you. I don't think Christy did anything to you. I don't think Dusty did anything to you. You just want to fuck with people. So, okay. Once again, Olivia saves the day. Let's go save the day, y'all.
I don't know who she's talking about. That's what I want to know.
Because I'm really that bitch. Thank you. Good for you for standing up to bullies. 100%, and I always will. And like I said, I don't care. It's not like... We're going into the police station, okay? And plus, if I had a warrant and everything up under the sun and I was doing so... If I was doing all of the things, why would I freely walk into a police station? Girl, go play with somebody else. Go play with Dusty over there. Go play with somebody else, honey. Leave me alone. I'm not the one. Stop. But I could show you better than I could tell you. So let me hush. And I be telling people, I be like, thank you for this information. Now I'm going to use this against you. And they be like, good. Making another video about me. Are you stupid? Are you stupid and dumb? Because I already warned you. I said, please stop talking about me. Please stop. I'm using this as information to the police. I got all that information too. But you keep trying me. You keep playing with me. Okay. Now you are aggravating harassment. You're trying to aggravate, babes. You're trying to push buttons. You're trying to...
actually is going to be able to
Let's go.
accomplish that. Now, I get what my Jazzy Life did, and it was worth what she went through. But when it comes to a person talking about you, these folks need to realize y'all worried about the wrong fucking thing. You can't stop nobody from talking about you no more than you can stop a person from stalking you, to be honest. And unless they scared of the legal system. Oh wow. Yeah, she need to do something. I mean, if you can't make it off your YouTube check, you need to do something. But let me tell y'all this though. Over the last 28 days, Olivia is now over 1 million views. She gonna have a nice check next month. Yeah, her other 3 kids live with the dad. Goes to file reports. Doesn't she have warrants for not paying child support? Child, don't give me the line. I don't know.
Come on, babies. Okay, hold on, you guys. Let me pull my shorts down. Let's lock the door. Come on, babes. Hold on, you guys. I cannot see your comments. Imagine talking to your babies, taking your babies to the police station for some internet BS. This isn't BS. This isn't BS at all. I gotta protect myself. I'm sorry you think it's BS. Me not protecting myself, that's how you get yourself locked up. That's how you not being proactive and protecting yourself. Nah, I did that before, you know? When I thought, oh, my kids could never get taken away. You know, I sat back and I just let the justice system do what it does. And no, it's not gonna happen to me ever again. No, ma'am. I'd rather be on top of things, in front of things. I'll let you guys sit back and think nothing's gonna happen. We all saw how that turned out. Come on, baby. Oh, over here, baby. We're not going over there. Come on, baby. Come to Austin, Texas? I'm not going back to Texas, baby. Go ahead, baby. I want to go see my kids, but I'll be taking a flight in and a flight out. Let's go. Oh, come on with your big legs. Good girl. AJ, be careful. It's a heavy door. Okay, good. Oh, it's nice and air conditioned. Yes, I need to make a police report.
Now she took us up in there with her. Now, what do y'all think about this? All of this. Now, first of all, let me say this. I don't think it's a waste of time to file a report if someone is doing something that could cause you hurt, harm, or danger in any way. So I don't believe that. But, you know, with filing on reactors just because you feel like you don't want them talking about you and all the things, tell me how you guys feel about that. Honestly, this girl need to get her shit together. Quite frankly, her kids are better off where they are. The kids that need something are the kids that's with her. They need stability. And until she can provide that, she don't need to deal with the other children. Hell, she can't even take care of these two. At least those kids have a parent. These kids here have nothing. Nobody but her. And you out here on some bullshit. Now, I still think that she should file a report if she feels like she's in danger. But I don't know if I would have took my kids down there with me. Okay, you feel like it's pointless. Lee says if she gonna do anything, she gonna run to them damn popos. Yeah. The fact that she hasn't got the baby any medical help for the horrible cough should be a crime. Yeah, Kiki. Y'all hear that rain and storm. Hopefully we don't lose power again. I've already lost it today once. But we just gonna keep on keeping on until I have to. If something happens and I suddenly am no longer over here on live, that would be probably because the internet went out from the storm. But yeah, she's always on some type of bullshit. Quite frankly, guys, I wanted to take a look at this video because I thought that she would be covering or talking about the video from Oh Boy that we just watched. I guess that's not what it's about though. Let's move up just a bit to see if she's talking about anything worth our time. Otherwise, we're going to exit stage left. So clearly she's been on mute for quite some time. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm not committed enough to her to sit up here and look at her damn video and she ain't even talking about shit.
Have to send the evidence. It's the same stuff I had to do with the other case. Huh? Yes, I'll go for the rest. I gotta send her the evidence so they can start the process. He looked her channel up and everything. He was like, wow, this is insane. Oh, wait, honey. Okay. I know. What do you want? Water? Okay, your water's in the door. Baby girl, sleepy now? Yeah. We gotta get the likes up though. Everyone hit the like button. But she's like better, but he's like still, you know, because he got sick like after her, a day after her. Hi, Stephanie.
Y'all, she really ain't talking about nothing of value that I would want us to talk about over here. What I will say is that I feel like she... Oh, okay. Well, this is the live that she was on earlier today. So I was just coming in and see what she was talking about. But honestly, guys, I just wanted to definitely talk about the one that the guy did. Liv is going to have a nice check next month. She has she's at 1.4 million views in the last 28 days. That's a nice...
All right. I see y'all like McNasty. What y'all talking about? What the hell y'all talking about?
Right.
McNasty.
But anyway, we're going to go ahead and honey, go on about our business because she ain't talking about shit over there. But yeah, I got a video that's going to post tonight around midnight about Jasmine. And then I have one tomorrow early that will post in reference to Pete. So y'all stay tuned for those videos. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to come check out my channel. Please be sure if you have not hit that like button to go ahead and do so. Also share my video if you care. And I thank you for watching and we'll definitely see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Don't know when my nights became so complicated. Can't recall my mornings, everything is fading. Maybe this is karma, definition of jading. This stays on my mind, this stays on my mind. Trying to put a mother on my crazy feelings. For 1 minute I'm cold and then the next I'm tripping. No, with somebody new, I swear she don't deserve it. Oh, it's still on my mind, she's still on my mind. Do we build it up, just to let it wash up?